And welcome to the Jam Central from the Dignity Health Studios at the Bakersfield, California. And I'm Rick Hudgens, your host. And this is episode number 6, season 1 for Jam Central. And folks, you know, today's show is centered around fitness as we pay tribute to NBA Fit Live, Healthy Week. So let's get into the first quarter of the Jam Playbook. Thanks so much for joining us today. And let's get to quarter one, and that is talking about the Jam Playbook. And next to me, I have the inaugural Cup trophy from the Showcase tournament. And across from me, I have the Assistant General Manager of the Bakersfield Jam, the Brian Levy. And Brian, hey, thanks so much for joining us today. Exciting times. Share a little bit about the Showcase.
It was awesome. As you know, this trophy sitting next to me shows that we won. We played 3 games in 5 days, all against quality opponents, all against the teams that were in the top 8 at January 1st. So we beat the Texas Legends, went on to beat Sioux Falls Skyforce, and then in a really tough final, the Grand Rapids Drive. And it was an awesome 5 days of basketball. Our guys competed really, really hard. And, you know, for a quote-unquote midseason tournament, they played like it was a championship.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, last night's game does not count in the overall season record. Nonetheless, anytime you can take home some hardware, one of 18 teams in the Development League, it's major, and the first trophy Bakersfield has ever won as an organization.
Yeah, it's a culture-building win. You know, one of these things where if we're going to participate in something, we want to win it. And I think that's a philosophy that's kind of trickling down from the Phoenix Suns to the Bakersfield Jam of, you know, we want to improve every year. We want to be competitive. We want to win, and we want to win the right way. So it's really nice to be rewarded with something like this. And the guys, like I said, played so hard they deserved it.
Absolutely. Now, players that stood out for the Bakersfield Jam, we know that Archie Goodwin, who was on assignment from Phoenix, got recalled today. He ends up on the first team for the All-NBA D-League Showcase, and then Earl Barron's second team. And then Joe Jackson, honorable mention. Share their contributions as well as other players.
Yeah, I mean, Archie's an NBA player, so you would expect him to come down and perform well, and he did. So sometimes just meeting the expectations is a positive thing for a young kid. He was very hard to stop getting to the rim, and his NBA athleticism, his body, his quickness. You know, sometimes it looked like he was moving regular speed and everybody else was in slow motion. So it was awesome to see him come down and fit right in and do really well. Earl, as we know, is a former NBA player himself. He's a big man, and he has high expectations for himself too. So it's great to see him perform in front of all the scouts, and he's probably one of those next guys to get a call up. And Joe, you know, as a rookie, man, he really turned it on, and ever since he got healthy, he's been a big part of what we're doing. So that's a big stage for him. A lot of people were wanting to see what he could do, and he performed.
Yeah, Joe really, in some ways, took the team on his back and rode him yesterday. He played phenomenally with 24 points. In addition to that, 4 call-ups so far from the Showcase. James Michael McAdoo called up from his own team, the Golden State Warriors from Santa Cruz, as well as JaMychal Green to the San Antonio Spurs. Share a little bit about the call-ups. Did you get an opportunity to talk to other GMs and scouts from the other NBA teams, and any possibilities for Jam players that NBA is looking at right now?
Sure, yeah. I mean, we had an opportunity to connect with at least somebody from every NBA team, somebody from every D-League team. So we know there's a lot of interest in a number of our guys. It just depends on the right situation, you know, with trades and injuries and whatnot. And, you know, there has to be a roster spot open for anybody to do anything. So, you know, we know Earl Barron's always on the mind of NBA personnel because he's a plug-and-play big man. And then it's kind of, you know, what do you like from there? I think any number of our guys have an opportunity. Joe, Jamil, Casey, you know, and Jarrell McNeil just came back. There's a lot of guys who have NBA interest. So it'd be exciting to see, you know, kind of what develops in the next weeks and days and the rest of the season.
Are there other players from other teams who really stood out to you that haven't received a call back in the D-League, and you expect them to get called soon?
Yeah, I mean, guys like Bryce Cotton with the Austin Spurs, He went off one game. I think he had 40-some. He just was unstoppable. So, and he's young. You add in Tim Frazier with Maine, another young point guard. So there's a lot of guys, and you have some older vets. Damian Wilkins has been performing at a high level. Andre Emmett, Fort Wayne, at a high level. Like I said, I think it's just, what do these NBA teams need? Do they have a roster spot open, and who fits the bill? So some of them it's about potential. Others it's about immediate impact. So you kind of have both. You have vets and you have young guys, and that's the beauty of the D-League.
Yeah, well, like we said, exciting times for those of you just joining in. Bakersfield Jam wins its first hardware since the 2006 season. Its first trophy, the NBA Showcase D-League Cup, in a hard-fought victory over the Grand Rapids Drive, the affiliate of the Detroit Pistons. Well, Brian, let's move on to question number 2. So much to talk about. And you are highly instrumental. Let's talk about Elijah Millsap's second 10-day contract, a guy who seems to have the trust of head coach Quinn Snyder, getting significant minutes, and you're a major part of that.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I got a chance to sit down with some of the Jazz people. They couldn't say enough positive things about what Elijah's doing. Basically, what happened was they had an injury, and they needed somebody who could come in immediately and defend. Everything else on top of that was going to be gravy. They were looking for the best wing defender in the D-League, and the guy their scouts recommended was Elijah Millsap. And then he came in, and in consecutive games, he guarded Derrick Rose, Kevin Durant, James Harden.
Yes.
And fairly well. And now he's making some shots. He's getting a little bit more confidence on his second 10-day. There's a real good chance he could stick there. And that would be absolutely amazing. I mean, he's earned all of it. He played so hard. He was so professional. We couldn't be happier to see him up there.
Yeah, and Elijah Millsap has just been top notch. Not only scoring for the Jam this year, but rebounding, steals, anytime you need a stop. Plus, he loves the moment. He'll take that big shot. Has just brought so much to the Bakersfield culture as well. Another player who just came back has been just getting his feet wet. In fact, got more minutes there as the showcase progressed, the tournament. But Jarrell McNeil, if you will, expound a little bit about what fans can expect from Jarrell for those who don't know him and what he wants to happen here.
Sure. I mean, it's it's kind of just a continuation of what he's done the last 2 years for us. One of our leaders, one of the toughest players in the D-League. He just, like Elijah, he just gets it done defensively, offensively, the little stuff. And the guys, he's a true leader. The guys want to follow what he does. So, he's had a little bit of a rough go early in the year with some personal issues and whatnot, but he's back to the game. He's looking to get his sea legs back, fight for a call up, fight to position himself as maybe a top European player for next year. Anything he can do to kind of put himself back where he was, he was a call up player to the Utah Jazz a couple years ago, and he's one of the best players the Bakersfield Jam have ever had. So having him back is a huge plus, and it kind of takes some of the burden off everyone else that what we lost when Elijah went up to the NBA.
Yeah, you mentioned an important point, and that was Jarrell McNeil came in from Marquette with Rio Grande Valley, helped them win the D-League championship, so he has that pedigree, but he was an all-out scorer, and as his time has progressed in the D-League as well as going overseas, he's become an even stronger defender, and replacing a guy like Elijah is not easy, but hopefully he'll help to lessen the load there.
I think he will, yeah, all-time leading scorer at Marquette. He came in. He averaged, I think, 26 points a game when we played them in the playoffs back in 2010-11. Sticks in your mind, and when you have an opportunity to acquire somebody like that, you don't hesitate no matter what the price is.
Let's share just a little bit. You touched upon it as we talked about Archie Goodwin, and Archie's been on assignment with Bakersfield even last year before we were a one-on-one affiliate with Phoenix. Phoenix is one of our affiliates, and every time Archie's come down, I know Coach Bjorkgren says he goes over and he gives him a hug and he says, "Welcome back." And Archie feels comfortable here, which is a testament to how much the one-on-one affiliation seems to be working. Brian, if you'll talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. I think it's a testament to our coaching staff. Coach Bjorkgren and all the assistants, I mean, they are top-notch professionals. They make everyone feel comfortable. The players are excited and happy to be there. And it's also a testament to our players. I mean, we have some really, really quality individuals, not just basketball players, but really good people. So it's really easy to get integrated with our group because you just want to be around people like that. And then Archie, you know, he's still young, he's still developing, but man, that guy is a special athlete. And with some of the things he does, I mean, he had, I want to say, 5 or 6 steals in that championship game. So when you come in and you play defense and you try to play the right way, you know, everybody just kind of surrounds you and you kind of go together as a group. And it's great to see, you know, Archie get an opportunity to get more minutes with us and continue to develop his career and then go up to the Suns and kind of display some of that with them. So it's a great, you know, the whole deal is just really cool.
And you know, Archie comes from the best college basketball team right now. I mean, and it's hard
the best college basketball team ever.
Hard to argue, but he only played one season at the University of Kentucky and then was drafted by Phoenix. And when you're not playing that much on the NBA level, to go down and play the minutes that GM Ryan McDonough and head coach Jeff Hornacek want you to play, it's tough, and Archie gutted it out, and he continued to do little things, even when he was struggling a little bit offensively yesterday in that final game as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's important for the development of someone's career. You know, it's the first time in his basketball career that he hasn't been able to just out-talent any difficulty or any problem. And now he's learning, all the little things he has to do to get better, get on the court, defense, on and off the ball, just his energy level. And he's starting to apply all those things. So I think, his upside is almost unlimited, and he'll have an opportunity to showcase himself sooner rather than later.
Yeah. In 3 quick words, Brian, how's your role different now with a single affiliation as assistant general manager to our general manager, Bubba Burridge?
3 words. It's better. It's efficient and productive. I guess those are some of the 3 words that I would use. It's fantastic. It's you have the support of an NBA franchise. You have the support of great local ownership. You have the support of a coach who's been around the block and knows what he's doing. So everything kind of just clicks, and you go out and you get the best players that fit your system, and then you just let the people who are doing their jobs do their jobs. We have the Suns guys coming down. We have, we have a great setup. Bubba is one of the best people I've ever met in my life, best person, and so just working with these quality people, it just makes everything easier.
And Brian, we appreciate all your hard work and everything you've done, and a lot of changes in the D League, man. Sometimes it's a fly-by-night operation, as we know. Guy could be here today, gone tomorrow, and you got to make the adjustments. Well, it's time for Suns Rise. Let's catch up with our NBA affiliate, the Phoenix Suns, and what they're up to lately. Currently 8th in the West overall, so they would make the playoffs if they were to begin today. 25-18, coming off a 115-100 win at home against the Los Angeles Lakers. They have a 3.5-game lead over the 9th place Oklahoma City Thunder right now, and 3rd overall in the Western Pacific Division, and 7-3 in the last 10. And as we mentioned, Archie Goodwin doing well. Suns are exciting. Just made a trade for Brandon Wright, and we'll see what develops with him as we close out the first quarter. All right, so let's take it to break. Once again, I'd like to thank our wonderful assistant general manager of the Bakersfield Jam, Brian Levy. Congratulations. I know an exciting 5 days for you at the showcase. Continued success, and we'll be back with the second quarter after these messages.
Bakersfield.com. A daily deal is offered each weekday on services from local restaurants, dry cleaners, health and beauty services, retail shops, and local activities for the entire family. The daily deal is 100% local. Find these amazing deals only at dailydeal.bakersfield.com.
The Bakersfield Californian is a great read on the iPad, but did you know that the Bakersfield Californian is available on your Kindle Fire? Or how about Google's Nexus 7, the Nook? You bet. You can also read a full replica of the newspaper on your Android-powered smartphone, on Apple's iPhone, or on your laptop. We have a solution for any device. E-Edition is free for subscribers, or just $7.99 a month. The Bakersfield Californian. We're everywhere and anytime. Subscribe today. Bakersfield.com.
Bakersfield Life Magazine is a monthly lifestyle publication that features local people, places, and businesses. It is available to be read on bakersfieldlife.com and publishes the last Saturday of the month with many convenient pickup locations. Find us online on Facebook or Twitter, as well as bakersfieldlife.com.
The new book is out. That was easy. I would title this thing sort of a description of what raising children is like. That was easy. I've been writing columns now for about 25 years. Writing has always been a conversation. You're taking somebody by the hand for 3 or 4 minutes, and you're not letting go. The new book, That Was Easy. Nothing easy about any of this, but we've had some fun, and I hope you guys will have some fun looking at this book.
Introducing a new way to get the news. The Bakersfield Californian e-edition. It's not a website, it's the actual Bakersfield Californian right on your tablet computer, laptop, even your smartphone. All the news, features, pictures, and ads you're used to right at your fingertips. Now you can get the Californian on your schedule, anytime, anywhere, any place. Get your new Bakersfield Californian e-edition today. Visit eedition.bakersfield.com.
Current Business Journal contains news and information from local business leaders and organizations. Topics include agriculture, health and medical, energy, transportation, and more. Visit currentbusinessjournal.com to find out how to subscribe or where to pick up a free copy. To inquire about advertising in the bi-monthly Business Journal, call 395-7586. Find us online on Facebook and Twitter, as well as on currentbusinessjournal.com.
And welcome back to Jam Central. Thanks so much for joining us today. It is time for quarter number 2, and that is locker room talk. And beside me in the Dignity Health Studios, we have the veteran, Renaldo Major, as well as the youngster, but not too young, Mac Koshwal. Well, gentlemen, hey, thanks so much for joining us. Mac, I know it's your first time on the show. Renaldo, you're back for a second time. And you know what? We've asked Renaldo to kind of chime in and help me today, co-host. And let's bring the best out of Mac and find out everything that fans want to know about Mac Koshwal. What do you say, Renaldo? I'm all aboard. All right. Well, Renaldo, you mentioned that, in front of us we have the Cup trophy, and Assistant General Manager Brian Levy and I talked about it, the showcase experience, but just quickly share a little bit about what you guys have named the trophy and how important it is to Bakersfield.
First of all, this trophy is very important to us, because it's like our first championship we really have won, though. Even though we won the Western Conference a few years ago, we really have some hardware now we can put in the gym. But, the guys been working hard all year, and we wanted to really win this showcase. This is the first time that they had the championship thing going on, so it was big for us to come out and win this trophy. And we even named her Gigi because Gigi tipped in the basket for us in, like, the last minute, and it was kind of like the propelling bucket for us to win the game. So we kind of named her Gigi, and she's right here. She would speak, but she's kind of shy right now, so we're going to just let her be. But, no, we named her Gigi, and we're happy to get the cup, really, and to bring back to Bakersfield in front of our fans. And even a few fans came up and supported us at the Santa Cruz games. They was up there cheering for us, watching. So it's not only for us, though. It's for our fans and the owners and, sending season tickets holders, for everybody.
Mac, your thoughts?
Just pretty much what he just said. It meant a lot. He really worked hard to get this trophy. 3 games and the amount of games.
Days,
It's tough, but it meant a lot. It brought us closer as a team, and we bonded.
Yeah, it's yesterday was a tough final, wasn't it? I mean, both teams wanted it. even though it doesn't count on the overall record, it really meant something, and it was a game of ebbs and flows for sure. Now, are you guys going to get all your names engraved on this?
Oh, that's a good. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna be selfish enough for that, because I mean, there's gonna be other guys in the future that's gonna come and see this, and we want that to motivate them as well. So but I mean, no, we're gonna just keep it as is. We don't want to touch her. She's a thing of beauty. So we don't want to touch her.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about Matt Koshwal, returning player to the Jam, originally drafted back in 2011, our first-round pick, number 8. Mac, in a year where we had 3 first-round picks, and you're the one who has survived and continues to bring it to B-Town. You're part of the 2013 Philadelphia 76ers training camp. You played the NBA Summer League for the Detroit Pistons as well as the New Orleans Pelicans. And 3 years at DePaul, averaging 16 points, 10 rebounds, 1.8 steals, and currently just under 11 points per game in the Development League, 8.5 rebounds, 1.1 steals, shooting 56% so far in the season. And Renaldo, you became the NBA's D-League all-time leading scorer for a second time, reclaiming the title from Blake Ahern. You've been a D-League veteran for 7 years and have current averages of 6.9 points, 2.9 rebounds, 1.2 steals. Actually, I think this is, I have the update. You're actually 7 points per game, 3 rebounds, 1.3 steals. And something that is exciting is 50%. You're 5th in the Development League in three-point shooting right now.
Let me blow my hand as he speak.
So, well, what we're going to do is we're going to get to know Mac and Renaldo even more. And like I said, Renaldo's going to help me co-host this segment. So let's talk to you, Mac, about your experience with the Jam so far now, your performance so far this season, and what some of your personal expectations are, and then anything, Renaldo, that you'd like to ask him.
It's been great. Like you said, I've been here for a long time, for 4 years now. My first 2 years I really didn't play because of my passport situation, but these last season was pretty good. This season is even better, just how things are going, and we're winning, different organization, different staff and everything. So it's great, just continue to get better, stay positive, and grow as a person, as a team. That's pretty much, and just learn.
Mm-hmm.
And Mac, I have a question for you. What's the difference between you of this year and you of last year?
Oh man, it's just mentally, man. I'm more stronger mentally, and just learned so much from last year. It just changed me a lot. But I'll say mentally, I'm different.
Excellent. Yeah, it seems like you're playing with a ton of confidence this year, and making NBA D-League history, Renaldo. I mean, you're a 7-year D-League veteran. For those of you who don't know, you're blessed to still be here and have the opportunity to play basketball, and you can share a little bit about that with, your heart situation and everything. But, your consistency, your durability, your team attitude really shines, not to mention your ability. Everybody knows about the kind of ability Renaldo Major has always carried when you were with Dakota, when you had your call-up to Golden State, etc. But share a little bit about what it means to reclaim that title of being the all-time NBA Development League scorer.
Honestly, it was nothing I just set a goal for. It's just I came in every year just trying to play, stay healthy, and get the most out of myself, and I ended up with the scoring title. But I never averaged over 20 points a game, or, I was average 15 between 18 points a game. But I just played the right way, shot the right shot. You know what I'm saying? Allowed my teammates to set me up and put me in a position to score. So it's not like it was all me. I had a lot of coaches and teammates help me as well. But, I just go out there and play every year. Wherever I'm playing at, overseas or NBA D-League, wherever, I just try to play each year and play my best and let the ball fall where it falls. So I don't really go into anything I'm trying to be the scoring champ or lead the league in scoring or do this and that. I just go out and play and let it just flow.
Yeah, and Mac, what have you learned from Renaldo from a professional as well as a personal standpoint?
I learned a lot. Like, even though my first year here, he was my roommate. So me and him go a long way back, and it's just the way how he carry himself. Whether it's good, bad, injuries. He just still stay positive, and he's the big brother of the group. So, without him, it'd be tough. It just keep you going, teaches you you just be patient, and he talked to me all the time. Just be patient. Everybody had their days where things are not going the right way, but he always managed to make sure just stay positive and continue to work, and just be you.
And that kind of experience, that kind of quality of character is irreplaceable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to find. Hard to find guys like that. He's not looking to get his or not. He actually just want everybody to be happy, and you don't really run into people like that a lot.
For both of you, your experience NBA training camp, Mac, you were with Philadelphia 76ers, and Renaldo, you were with the LA Clippers. So if you guys will kind of share a little bit about your training camp experiences, what you learned, and how you're using that to your advantage to try and get back there. Go ahead, Mac.
I think it's just going to training camp. I just learned the things I needed to work on, what they looking for me to do, and just that, and just you just got to go in there and give it your all and just play hard. It's just sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't, and it's just the decisions they make. It's just the NBA. You just got to keep going and keep working.
And you were extremely close. I mean, you were one of the last cuts that year of the 76ers. So I know you're doing everything you can to get back. Renaldo?
Oh, well, my training camp with the Clippers was great. I got to learn a few things from Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, on how to just work hard, as well as what Mac was saying earlier, stay positive. I got that from guys around me. Just stay positive, keep working. What I'm saying? Because sometimes you may make the team, sometimes you won't, but that doesn't mean that you're a bad player, that you're not good. It's just the fact that situations happen. So I just learned how to work hard, count my blessings, and, just stay positive. But I think that's really all I can say about that.
And Johnny Mac discussed in our last show that Mac, you've made the biggest improvement. Not only you mentioned mentally, but also changing your body. Some rigorous workouts in the off season. Renaldo, why don't you go ahead and take that and talk to Mac a little bit about what he's done and how that has affected his game.
You want me to ask him what did he do this summer?
Yeah, what his training regimen was, what prompted him to do it.
And I can say Mac did come in great shape, because honestly, when I saw him in October, when he came in late October, he really looks good. He's really been working, and I just want to know what I should say. How many days a week did you train? 6 days a week, 7 days? 'Cause some guys go 5 days. Some guys go 5 days and then they take 2 days off, or some guys go every day and never have no breaks off. So tell me what you did.
I went down to Florida with my high school coach, and he has some young guys that's active, that's running all day, going hard, and it's just, we was going every day, working 5 o'clock in the morning, get up, running the beach, eating well. They had chefs, so they get their food 3 meals a day, and it's just every day we was working out. Brought that love back too, just to see them, just playing and they loving it, and just, it's not like they ain't got no agent, not too much involved with the game. It's just pure love, and it just opened my mind. You just got to go back to loving the game like you used to when you was younger, and just keep playing, and just active guys though. Coach Jackson.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
What about eating regularly? I mean, how are you able to stick with that plan, and what are your favorite workouts to stay fit, and you too, Renaldo?
It's just with the eating part, it's just, man, you just got to really cut it out and just see, this is what you want. You got to really eat healthy. And before I left, Johnny Mac and Shaun, they really, showed us exactly what to do and how to do it. And I just kept it rolling and just try to eat healthy as much as I can. Every now and then you might cheat a little, but as long as you just keep your schedule and just eat and just try to eat as best as you can.
Yes, and I had to change my diet as well, because I love a lot of sugar, so I eat a lot of candy. And Shaun was I need to stop eating candy and fast food, so I've been really changing that. And I've been drinking a lot of water.
Yeah.
Try to drink a gallon a day, if not every 2 days. But as far as working out, I try to stretch a lot. and do a lot of sit-ups and work on my core, because as you get older, you need your core, and that's what I try to work on, and just to make sure I'm fit and I'm well ready for the games.
Well, both of you guys are a living testament to how important living, healthily is. And, it's time to wrap up this segment. We could talk forever about your professional accomplishments, but we're going to get down and get personal and find out how well you two know each other in the next segment, our buzzer beater. And right now, let's find out how to become a Jam partner.
Bakersfield.com. A daily deal is offered each weekday on services from local restaurants, dry cleaners, health and beauty services, retail shops, and local activities for the entire family. The daily deal is 100% local. Find these amazing deals only at dailydeal.bakersfield.com.
The Bakersfield Californian is a great read on the iPad, but did you know that the Bakersfield Californian is available on your Kindle Fire? Or how about Google's Nexus 7, the Nook? You bet. You can also read a full replica of the newspaper on your Android-powered smartphone, on Apple's iPhone, or on your laptop. We have a solution for any device. E-Edition is free for subscribers, or just $7.99 a month. The Bakersfield Californian. We're everywhere and anytime. Subscribe today. Bakersfield.com.
Bakersfield Life magazine is a monthly lifestyle publication that features local people, places, and businesses. It is available to be read on Bakersfieldlife.com and publishes the last Saturday of the month with many convenient pickup locations. Find us online on Facebook or Twitter, as well as Bakersfieldlife.com.
The new book is out. That was easy. I would title this thing sort of a description of what raising children is like. That was easy. I've been writing columns now for about 25 years. Writing has always been a conversation. You're taking somebody by the hand for 3 or 4 minutes, and you're not letting go. The new book, That Was Easy. Nothing easy about any of this, but we've had some fun, and I hope you guys will have some fun looking at this book.
Introducing a new way to get the news. The Bakersfield Californian e-edition. It's not a website, it's the actual Bakersfield Californian right on your tablet computer, laptop, even your smartphone. All the news, features, pictures, and ads you're used to right at your fingertips. Now you can get the Californian on your schedule, anytime, anywhere, any place. Get your new Bakersfield Californian e-edition today. Visit eedition.bakersfield.com.
Current Business Journal contains news and information from local business leaders and organizations. Topics include agriculture, health and medical, energy, transportation, and more. Visit currentbusinessjournal.com to find out how to subscribe or where to pick up a free copy. To inquire about advertising in the bi-monthly Business Journal, call 395-7586. Find us online on Facebook and Twitter, as well as on currentbusinessjournal.com.
And welcome back to Jam Central. I'm your host, Rick Hudgens, and it is time for quarter number 3. It's buzzer beater time. And you know what? We're so privileged to have the two of the Jam's best. We've got our first time on our show, the big man, Matt Koshwal, and alongside the veteran, the leader of the Bakersfield Jam, the Renaldo Major. And guys, you know what? Teamwork is always important, not only on the floor, but off the floor. You guys have been through rigorous training camps. You guys know what it takes every day in practice, and on the floor, you guys have to communicate. So it's time to get down and play some games to find out how well you know each other. And that first game is dishing out. And how it will work is we have 4 minutes. I will pull a card, and I will be asking Renaldo questions about you, Mac, and I'll be asking you questions about Renaldo. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Let's go, sir.
Okay, Renaldo, what is Mac's Nickname.
Mac.
It's Mac. And Mac, how did you get that name? Or Renaldo, do you want to tell us how he has that name?
It's Mac Main, man.
Okay, well, his name is Mac Koshwal, but we do call him Mac Main. And it's just because Mac is the man, so we just put them together and it came with Mac Main.
Nice.
Yeah. You got to get to know and understand why he's the man, but
Stop it.
he's
man.
just the man. He's the man.
Stop it. I
Honestly.
like that.
All right, Mac, what is Renaldo's middle name?
I have no idea.
And
You got to come up with something.
Man,
Just try to read it. Just take a look at him and see if you
Michael.
can figure it out. Look inside his brain.
James?
Nope.
Jameson?
Okay, one. You want me to say it? No.
Yes.
It's Jonathan.
Ronaldo Jonathan.
Okay.
All
I
right,
ain't know that.
Jonathan.
I know he was either. I don't know yours.
All right, Ronaldo. Would Mac rather go on a tour around Europe, or would he rather spend a weekend in Vegas?
He would rather go on a tour in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
Because he's been to Vegas, and I think he's seen everything in Vegas. I think he would love to go to Europe, tour, and travel, see a few sites he haven't seen yet.
Nice. All right, Mac. Do you know if Ronaldo is allergic to anything, and if so, what is it?
I don't think he's allergic. I don't think he's allergic to anything because he eats everything. So candy, but
I have no allergic reaction. to
I don't.
anything.
Yeah, he's not allergic.
I hear you, man. That candy,
I love it.
That's the why.
I'm not gonna have teeth when I get older, but I'm gonna have fun now.
I
Forget
know,
it.
neither will I.
Man.
Okay, Ronaldo. What is Mac's strength on the court?
Rebounding. I think he's a great rebounder, offensively and defensively. And his great strength is his strength. He's strong, he can rebound, he's athletic, he's quick, but I would say his rebounding. And his voice.
And his voice.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he's top 10 offensive rebounding.
You got to tell me.
Yeah. All right, Mac. So what is Ronaldo's signature move on the court?
This year, his corner jump shot. He want to be a shooter now, but Ronaldo, man, he could get to the basket. He could do a lot of things. I don't think he got a signature move. He just got to get rid of that three. He wants to shoot the three now. He's not.
I'm shooting 50%. Numbers don't lie.
I know you shooting it well.
In the past, you were the gatekeeper of Rejection City, weren't you?
Yeah, it was.
And every once in a while, we see the gatekeeper arise.
Yeah, you were.
So, Ronaldo, what is Mac's pregame ritual from beginning to end?
Get there early. He's always one of the first guys there. Get a good warm-up in. Get a good stretch in. And, man, he just be ready to play. Yeah. I can't say he's focused every game, and he has brought it every game, so keep that ritual up, bro, for real.
Gotcha.
Mac, if you were ordering a pizza with Ronaldo's name, what two toppings would he make sure were on his pizza?
Cheese. That's how cheese. I ain't see you eating nothing else on the pizza.
Just cheese pizza.
Cheese pizza?
Yeah. It's
No,
like-
so no candy slipped on there? No.
No. I saw the Home Alone when I was a kid. Macaulay Culkin ordered a cheese pizza, and it looked so good. And I honestly asked my mother to order me one, and ever since then, I just been eating cheese pizza.
Cheese pizza's underrated, isn't it?
Yeah, but sometimes at home in Chicago, I add shrimp on it.
Nice.
That's a spot in Titan Fiesta. When you're ever there, give me a ring, take you out, some good pizza.
So that's as sweet as you go. No candy, though. No Sour Patch Kids, no.
After I eat my pizza, I have candy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, Ronaldo, if Mac were to win the lottery, what would be the first item he would purchase?
Oh. Of course, his mother house. I think he would get his mother house. He speaks highly of her, and she's number one in his heart. Then after that, he buying me a house. That's gonna be his second. No, but I think his first one he buys his mother a house.
All right. Mac, you have the last question for this game. What is Ronaldo's number one pet peeve? Something that he just doesn't like that people do, that rubs him raw, that makes him angry, disappoints him.
To be honest, never seen him angry, but he can't stand a person that's negative negativity. So that's probably his biggest pet peeve.
Wow, that's awesome. All right. Well, guys, you seem to know each other fairly well in dishing out, but now we're going to move on to Jeopardy. Okay? And this is a new game that we haven't played yet here on Jam Central.
This opening night?
This is opening night of Jam Jeopardy. And I know that this is a traditional game of Jeopardy played like that, except for the columns will consist of 2 categories, personal and professional, under Renaldo and under Mac. And under each category, you have 100 to 500, increments of money. So what you're going to do is I will be asking the question. I will pull. Renaldo, I will say, you choose for Mac under personal or professional, and you'll be answering questions about Mac, and he'll be answering questions about you once again. Okay? So let's see. We'll start with Renaldo this time. Go ahead and pick a category for Mac.
Professional 200.
Professional
Alex.
for 200. Okay, here we go. Renaldo, how many seasons has Mac played for the Bakersfield Jam?
4, Alex.
4. Mac is shaking his head. He says that is incorrect. Oh, you know what? It is Jeopardy, so would you guys please answer in the form of a question? What is 4? I'm sorry.
4 years, Alex.
Overall, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What is the answer, Mac?
2.
It's 2. You've been here for 4, right? But
Yeah.
because of the passport
He
situation.
was playing in practice, though.
That's true. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
He still was an integral part of the Jam, so.
You're right. That's 2.
Yeah,
That's the question.
That's a tough one. Okay.
Hey, I'm -2.
All right, Mac. Go ahead and pick a category and a question.
Personal for 200.
Personal. Okay. Mac, what is Renaldo's favorite form of exercise?
His jump shot. I mean, what you mean, like working out?
Yes. Like jumping jacks, pull-ups, karaoke's, what?
I would say jumping jacks.
Is that correct, Renaldo?
That is correct.
That is correct, but remember, it has to be in the form of a question or we cannot award you the money. Okay, so jumping jacks is correct.
So he,
For
so
200.
he should have said he liked doing jumping jacks?
No, you just say, what are jumping jacks?
Oh, okay.
Okay, what are jumping jacks?
Okay.
Okay. All right, you're in charge. Renaldo, pick one for Mac.
Personal 200.
Personal for 2. All right. What animal does Mac fear most?
Good luck.
What is a lion?
What is what?
A lion?
What is a lion? Mac, is that correct?
Yeah.
That is correct.
That's
The
correct.
lion.
That's
Wow,
correct.
okay. So 200 for Mac. All right, Mac, you pick for Renaldo.
Professional 300.
Professional for 300.
Yeah.
Okay, Mac. What NBA team did Renaldo play for in the 2007 Summer League?
I like that.
The Clippers. Warriors.
What is Miami Heat?
Miami Heat. Okay, so nothing this time. Okay, Renaldo, you pick for Mac.
Can I get professional 400? I need big bucks, no whammies.
All right, here we go. Name one NBA Summer League team that Mac played for.
We just talked about it.
Philadelphia 76ers.
Not Summer League.
No.
That was training camp.
Yeah. Wrong.
Do you remember I went over this in the profile?
I wasn't.
Oh, man. Go ahead and tell us, Mac.
Detroit.
Okay.
Pelicans.
Okay. Oh, I know that.
Okay, Mac, choose
Please
for
just
Renaldo. We got to hurry. We have 2 questions left.
Personal.
We can go to
Personal, 300.
300. Okay. Mac, what size shoe does Renaldo wear?
Tricky.
What is 12?
What is 12?
That is true.
Nice. Okay. 300 for Mac.
I thought you was going to
Okay. Last one, Renaldo, for Mac.
We're right now 500 for Mac, 200 for Ronaldo.
Oh, 500. Personal.
Okay.
Give him a tough one.
Go home.
Give him
Go
a
big or
tough
go
one.
500 personal. What did Mac major in college? At DePaul.
What is communications?
That was my first one. I changed it.
No. That's what he majored in. No, that's what he
That's
majored
right.
in.
That's
Yeah.
I started off communication, but
started
I was
off.
That is
sociology.
good. Okay.
700.
Oh, he get the whole point? At least half.
Mac, 500.
So Renaldo wins with a final question, 700-500 on our first Jam Jeopardy kickoff. Great job, guys.
I'm a winner. GG is for you.
Well, guys, once again, hey, thanks so much for joining us
Thanks
today.
for having us.
Continued success. We know we have Idaho tonight and then on Saturday, and got to get back in the swing of things, sitting right there with number 3 overall. And long way to go, right?
Yeah, it is, but we're going to
So you
keep
guys
at it.
keep it going. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks for
Renaldo
having us.
Major, Matt Koshwal. Make sure you check them out. And fans, if you would like to become a Jam partner, this is how it all happens.
Introducing a new way to get the news. The Bakersfield Californian e-edition. It's not a website, it's the actual Bakersfield Californian right on your tablet computer, laptop, even your smartphone. All the news, features, pictures, and ads you're used to right at your fingertips. Now you can get the Californian on your schedule, anytime, anywhere, any place. Get your new Bakersfield Californian e-edition today. Visit eedition.bakersfield.com.
Be aware, be connected, be enriched, be encouraged, be fit, be active, be seen, be successful, be wonderful, be wholesome, be amazing, be an example, be the cause, be the cure, be involved, be wise, be happy, be healthy. Be Well, a Bakersfield magazine, quarterly inside the Bakersfield Californian, free with home delivery and on Bakersfield newsstands. Also online at BeWellMagazine.com.
Introducing a new way to get the news. The Bakersfield Californian e-edition. It's not a website, it's the actual Bakersfield Californian right on your laptop, tablet computer, even your smartphone. All the news, features, pictures, and ads you're used to right at your fingertips. Now you can get the Californian on your schedule, anytime, anywhere, any place. Get your new Bakersfield Californian e-edition today. Visit eedition.bakersfield.com.
Introducing TBC Mobile from the Bakersfield Californian. The most complete news, sports, weather, video, opinion, and lifestyle coverage in Bakersfield and Kern County. It's the easiest way to stay up to date on all things local while on the go. Read it on your smartphone or tablet. Download now by searching Bakersfield Californian in the Apple, Google, and Amazon app stores.
Never done marketing. It seems to be a little intimidating. You don't know what's available. You think you're going to sell your first child or it's going to be really expensive to do. But Heather really described everything in a way that we knew exactly what we were doing. There was nothing, no questions about it. She was very clear.
I really enjoyed that Heather took her time to get to know us as a family, get to know our business. From anyone that I do meet, I like to get to know them.
We knew exactly what we were getting into, but really the results of it was far more than we ever expected. I think it brought us to the forefront of most people's mind. So they heard our name, and then all of the videos and pictures, the Bakersfield Life, put a face to the name, and they were able to connect that and know what our product was, but also know us as a family.
Because of the Bakersfield Californian and because of Heather, generated so much buzz about our restaurant that we couldn't have done it alone.
And welcome back to Jam Central. It is time for segment 4, quarter number 4, and that is the Jam Health Stretch on NBA Health Fit Week. And I have as my guest, of course, the head athletic trainer, Shaun Mirza. Shaun, welcome back, as well as our assistant athletic trainer, Jonathan Mack. And guys, it is Fit Week, importance of living healthy, eating clean, and staying active. What are your thoughts? What can you share with our viewers today?
Yeah, we just feel the most important thing is to actually get out there and get active and get into the gym, break a sweat, get your heart rate up. Try and find at least 20 minutes a day to get healthy. And if you're going to change your eating habits, the first place it starts is with grocery shopping. We always say grocery shopping is really a matter of habit. People tend to buy the things that they're used to buying, but make small changes, earn huge benefits, and you'll start seeing changes sooner than you think.
Good. John?
I'd have to agree with everything Shaun said, and just really try to make small changes every single day, and you're going to see a lot of benefits.
How much sleep should one be getting, and how much hydration during a day?
Yeah, I'll touch on the sleep. These are both two things that we tell the athletes are free. So these are both things that you can control yourself, and you get to choose how much you drink water and how much you sleep. So, we really try and tell them, do your best to be a pro, and this goes for anybody. You make the decisions of how much you're going to sleep and how much you're going to drink. So, 6 to 8 hours every night is the best thing you could do, and you will see big benefits. In just your alertness, your focus, even it starts to make your body look and feel a lot better too. And then when it comes to hydration, John, you could touch on that.
Well, what I was about to touch on is that I remember when I first got to the Jam last season as my first season, and I noticed how many of these players were not drinking enough water throughout practices, and we actually did a little study ourselves, and we noticed that these guys were losing pounds of water weight throughout a practice, and they're not, replenishing those fluids. Now, when you think about it, our bodies are 70% water, so every single cell in our body requires water to operate at its best level. So, you should really just be drinking throughout the day, and just try and get as much as you can.
And we'll start with you, John, and then I'll give you the second question. But what time of the day is it best to exercise, John?
There are studies out there that show that around 3 to 4 p.m. is actually the best time. For some reason, that's when our metabolic heart rate is at its greatest, and your body's at its highest temperature. So that improves, circulation throughout your body, and that's the best time to work out.
Okay.
But also you can't always just go by what's the best for you. Sometimes you just have to get to the gym whenever you can, or get exercise whenever you can. So if morning workouts are the best for your schedule, then that's what you should try and do.
Okay. And Shaun, what's the best time for meals? Each of 3 meals a day. What's the best time?
Sure. So there's a lot of times what we say is nutrient timing is almost just as important as what you're doing in the gym, is what you're putting into your body. So after you do a workout, you have about a 40-minute window where that's where your body's most most accepting of protein and carbs that are going to replenish what you lost and help rebuild and recover your muscles. So within 40 minutes after a hard workout, you're going to want to replenish your protein sources and carbs. But when it comes to eating, you're going to hear different things. You're going to hear you should eat 6 small meals a day because that keeps your metabolism going, and you're going to hear 3 big meals a day. I think you should be eating when you're hungry. But what we like to tell these guys is try and get on a regimen. Just try and what you don't want to do is just eat 2 big meals all day and just be full from that. You want to, get regimented and, find what works best for your schedule.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks for the information. And let's move on. I need some personal training, and with both of you, I've talked about my fitness goals, right, for the new year.
Yeah.
Losing 25 to 30 pounds, cutting back on the candy, right? And exercising 3 to 4 times a week. Let me not get ahead of myself. But Well, let's play a quick game of this, not that, and provide explanation. So what should I be doing and what should I not be doing? We'll begin with you.
Sure. The first thing you really want to try and do is cut out processed foods and sugars. Processed foods, sugars, sugary drinks. Actually, even a lot of juices are almost as bad as drinking soda because the amount of sugar they have in them. So when you kind of cut out a lot of those sugary things, that's going to be a big key. A lot of processed foods, they're just not really good for your body. So that's a great place to start. Commit to getting rid of sugar as much as you can in your diet. So when we talk about eat this, not that, we mean examples of like, instead of eating cereal in the morning, opt for oatmeal. Instead of eating Pop-Tarts, eat, whole wheat toast with almond butter. So we're just trying to make these little substitutions that you're going to get full on something that's going to give you some nutrients for the day.
Okay. All right. Well, one of those things is that I like to eat cream of wheat.
Okay.
And one piece of wheat toast with it. How bad is that for me?
It's not actually horrible. Is it instant cream of wheat?
Yes, it is.
So, you want to try and go and like make the real thing yourself, So
man.
if you're going to go with oatmeal, you don't really want the instant packages. You want to go with like rolled steel cut oatmeal that you're going to have to make yourself. But so it may take a little bit longer, but it's going to be more healthy for you. So, and then the whole wheat is great. Throw some almond butter and a piece of banana on there, and that's a great way to start the day.
Perfect. Let's see.
And a full glass of water. Getting rid of the juices.
Always.
Unless it's Grimway organic juices. Those are really good for you.
And those are good. Yes. What about dinner time, John? What is it that's good to eat and what's not good to eat?
Well, there's a lot of, false advertisement out there that says, like, you shouldn't eat carbs at night because it's going to help you put on weight, but that's not really the true way to go. You just want to more focus on that you're getting all of your macronutrients, your carbs, your proteins, your healthy fats. You want to get, all parts of the food pyramid, your whole grains, your fruits, your vegetables. So, even if you're eating a lot of carbs at night, make those carbs from, healthy whole grain brown rice or quinoa or whole grain pasta or, steamed vegetables. As long as you're getting your macronutrients from healthy sources, then you're doing the right stuff.
Well, guys, hey, as always, we appreciate it. We'd like to talk to you more, but we cannot do that. We're out of time. Exciting times. We see the Cup trophy. You guys are instrumental in making that happen. So continued success. Fans, if you want to be a Jam partner, make sure you contact Teresa Howard, please. Send us into BakersfieldJam.com any game suggestions. Our next show will be in 2 weeks on Friday at 10 a.m. Thanks so much for always watching and joining us on Jam Central. I'm your host, Rick Hudgens. So long. And to end it, we're going to take a trip to the grocery store with Shaun Mirza.
Okay. We're going to skip all this stuff and we're going to go straight to the produce aisle. Biggest tips for shopping is you really want to avoid the center aisles. The outside of the store has all the things you want to eat healthy and eat clean. Your produce, your meats, your dairies, eggs, and some grains. So one of the best breakfasts you can have is going to be eggs and oatmeal. It's a really great source of protein and a really good way to start the day. And like we said before, make small changes, earn huge benefits. And here's a good example. You'd rather buy something like this compared to something like this. Just because it says instant and natural doesn't always mean that it's true. But this is going to be a better choice and a better option. So when reading labels, the first thing you want to look at is the ingredient list. Okay, if it's something that you can't pronounce, you probably shouldn't buy it. You want to look at the ingredient list and you want it to have as few ingredients as possible. So for example, when we look at this here, what it says right here, hydrogenated vegetable oil, that's definitely something we want to avoid. Anything that has vegetable oil, canola oil, those are all things that are really, really bad for you and they're really hard for your body to process. Hydrogenated vegetable oil is actually only one molecule away from being plastic, so we really want to avoid that. The worst things you can eat are encased meats. Things like this are really, really bad because they're full of sodium nitrates. Sodium nitrates have been linked to cancer, and sodium nitrates are what they put in it to keep it preserved and so it lasts a long time on the shelf. So at all costs, avoid these types of meats.